Hey guys, Jake with HHA. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through how to sight in your new NYTRX or NYTRX Pro X3 and X4. So that's gonna be any of our horizontal multi-pin sights. So one thing I just wanted to note, coming out of the package, you're gonna get a frame and you're gonna get a scope. The scope is gonna come preset with the Windage rod set to the inside of the infinite adjust rail. But if you're gonna shoot an inline mounting sight option or any other bow with a Picatinny mount, you're going to want to flip that infinite adjust plate to the outside of the rail. Next thing I want to note is that the tape that comes with on the wheel and on the sight is going to be your setup tape. It's not a sight tape. This is strictly just reference numbers. They're not yardages. Alrighty, so step number one, we're going to start shooting at 20 yards, the top pin, and see where we're at. So I'm low, so I'm going to move my scope housing down. It's really crucial that at 20 yards, you're not making any adjustment with your wheel yet. You just want to make that adjustment either on the scope or on the pin itself. We're going to simply loosen the two Allen keys that tie into your T-rail and goes up your infinite adjust elevation system. Alrighty, now I'm fully sighted in at 20 yards with my top pin and top indicator. So step number two, we're gonna jump into that now. We're gonna shoot at 60 yards. I'm gonna loosen my yardage wheel, make that adjustment, and I'm gonna go to about 50. Once again, these are just reference numbers. Shooting at 60 yards with the top pin, top indicator. We're not worrying about the second pin or third pin. Strictly just using that top pin. So I rotated my yardage wheel to 50 and I'm gonna shoot that top pin and see where we're at 60 yards. I think I'm just a hair low. I'm gonna drop back to about 51. All right, that one's in there. So now I have my sight dialed in at 60 yards. I found that I'm gonna be sight tape number 51. We're gonna jump into step number 3, which is gonna be applying the new sight tape. We're gonna show you how to apply the sight tape on both the NYTRX Pro and then the NYTRX. So the Pro is gonna have that removable yardage wheel that's gonna allow you to shoot multiple arrow setups, and it's gonna allow you to apply your sight tape a little bit easier, especially on these multi-pins where you have multiple indicators. So you're gonna find that there's a set screw right on the side of the yardage wheel. So you want to lock your sight down wherever you're at 60. So in this case, 51. I'm going to pop this wheel off. So now I got my additional yardage wheel that came with my Pro sight, and I have my sight tape 51. I'm going to apply the 51 around the wheel. Just slowly, and make sure you keep it straight, and you want to really make sure you don't stretch the tape. Now I'm gonna find 60 on my sight tape and I'm gonna put that right underneath my top indicator. Take my Allen and I'm gonna lock that in place. All right, so my wheel is locked on. Now I can loosen my yardage wheel, roll that all the way to the top, and I'll have a dead stop at 20 yards. So now my top pin is sighted in from 20 yards all the way out past 100 yards. Now we're gonna show you how to apply it on the NYTRX if you're shooting the standard NYTRX. I'm gonna keep this locked down at 51 just as I did on the Pro, find 60 on the sight tape, and I'm gonna apply that right over the top of the setup tape. So then when I rotate my wheel back on the NYTRX, my dead stop is still at 20. So sighting process is the exact same for the NYTRX and the NYTRX Pro. Only thing different is on the Pro, you're gonna have that removable wheel. On the NYTRX, you're gonna apply the sight tape over the top. So step 4 and step 5 are gonna be kind of done together. You're gonna sight in those bottom pins, the second and the third, and then the fourth if you're shooting a fourth pin. Once those pins are sighted in, then you're simply just gonna take the second and third indicator and you're gonna move them to the yardage that that pin is set at. So for example, if I shot in my second pin at 30 yards, I'm gonna move the second indicator on the wheel to 30 yards. Then I'm gonna have 3 movable pins that I can shoot at any distance that I dial to. For more information on the NYTRX and NYTRX Pro sight lineups, you can visit our website at hjsports.com.